Leo, what's going on, Leo? It's your girl D with 8th house energy, here to bring you your lunar eclipse full moon reading for June 2020. I hope all is well with my Leo massive. I hope everybody is doing really good. Now, I want to talk to you about these energies here. First off, I want to tell you I love you and I appreciate all the support you bring to the channel. Thank you, Leo. I love it. I love it. I love it. Keep it coming for me, please. Now, this is not going to resonate with every Leo, so please keep that in mind. It's a general reading. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you need a personal read, my information is in the box below. All throughout Gemini season, if you have a Gemini sun, rising, Venus, or a moon in Gemini, you get 50% off of tarot card readings numbers 2, 3, and 4. The tarot card readings are in the box below. They're the last set of readings. I do natal chart analysis as well. There's also compatibility analysis, but I'm talking strictly about the tarot card readings. If you have any questions, just email me at 8thhouseenergy@gmail.com. My information's in the box below. Now, Leo, the lunar eclipse and the full moon in Sag are all appearing in the Sagittarius house on June 5th. So that's next Friday. You might be feeling the energies leading up to this already, but for you, that's in your 5th house, okay? So the 5th house is all about what? Creativity and sex, all right? So with your 5th house, you know, the house talks about, and this is the house that you normally reign, you know, in a typical astrology chart. But for you, it's your 5th house. So this is all about your sexual nature, your creative. So be careful. Don't get pregnant. Somebody might be getting pregnant, okay, during this energy here, okay. And this energy is going to last into probably right into Leo season, especially with the Mercury retrograde that we have coming up too, and we got Pluto in retrograde coming up in June. We got a lot of other retrogrades. If you're new to the channel, welcome. What I like to do for my subscribers is, for all the retrogrades, we're going to have like 10 planets in retro, not all 10, no, I'm just joking. But it's like 6 of them going to be in retrograde the whole summer. Okay, so what I did was for each sign, for each planet in retrograde, there's 12 signs. I did 12 videos to tell you which house you might be affected with these energies, depending on if the energies are Pluto in retrograde, Jupiter in retrograde, Saturn in retrograde, or Venus in retrograde. That was in at the end of April going into May. Now in June we're going to have Venus going into, Mercury going into retrograde, as well as Neptune, and then we have 2 eclipses. So I'm going to, hook you guys up so that you guys know where it's going to be affecting you, what area in your chart, and what to look out for. So that's what we're doing for this full moon lunar eclipse. They both happen to happen at the same time on the same day, and they're happening in your 5th house in Sagittarius. All right, so the 5th house is all about your sexual nature, your creative urge, in your psyche, okay? So this is also all about any forms of entertainment that you like, anything that you like to do that's fun. It's also about the speculative markets, okay? Gambling, casinos, things like that. So maybe those things will be opening back up with the COVID-19 situation, maybe in certain areas. We'll see. We'll keep an eye out, Certain areas are moving faster than others. But it basically has to do with the things that you enjoy in life. Wherever you get joy and appreciation and fulfillment in your life, as far as what you give affection to, this is the house that all of that stems from. So Sagittarius energy is very optimistic. It's outgoing. It likes travel. It likes adventure. This is your sister sign, your brother or sister sign. So these energies should not, be too bad for you, but we shall see what's going on here. We're going to do a couple spreads and just see what you need to keep in mind or look out for, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. So the first overall energy here for the first deck is for the first set of cards is this is the Page of Cups, okay? So with the Page of Cups energy here, this is an energy of, it's in reverse actually. So this is an energy, this is an energy of, this is cardinal water, so this is Cancerian energy, but it's in reverse. So it's usually a message, this is about children, okay? The 5th house also, I forgot to mention, it deals with children, the school age children, okay? So with this Page of Cups in reverse here, this could represent somebody who's having some emotional issues. This could be something that stems back from childhood, some childhood emotional issues that might come up in this energy at this time for you. So that's just for some. For others, it could be a situation where, you know, this is a bratty kid, an immature kid. This could also represent a breakup or a divorce, or just not having interest in moving forward with, you know, reaching out to someone to show affection or love. Let's see what else we got as far as these cards here. So, King of Cups in reverse, Scorpio energy. Two of Pentacles, this is Capricorn energy. We have the Ace of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. And we have the Six of Swords in reverse, Aquarius energy. We have the Four of Pentacles, which is more Capricorn energy. And we have the Five of Cups in reverse, more Scorpio energy. So what I'm getting here is somebody's a player. Somebody is, somebody actually is, I'm getting a more of an emotional manipulator. You're going to have to be careful of these emotional manipulators who are going to be out here trying to get sex from you. All right. It could have been somebody you were dealing with in the past. But you may be susceptible to these energies because maybe you grew up in a family where you had narcissists, family members who are narcissists, believe it or not. People grow up in homes where parents are narcissists. I've seen it. But with the King of Cups here, this is just like, because of some childhood issues, maybe you're not able to show emotion. You're not able to show affection to your person. And, 1 minute you do, 1 minute you don't. Or 1 minute you want it, 1 minute you don't. Okay, so you're kind of on and off, on and off. And it can come off as if you're being, emotionally, frivolous, so to speak. Ace of Pentacles, Six of Swords reverse. Somebody wants to go back, or they're stuck in the past. They're stuck on some past. So again, this could be something that happened to you when you were childhood age, because this is what the fifth house deals with. School age children, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, that age range. Some of you are very protective here. You're not opening up emotionally. And it could be that this could be a point where you're overcoming some childhood issues that you have from the past. So this full moon could bring those energies up for you, or you're starting to feel that energy. But a lot of you, you just want to deal with it privately. You don't want to really talk to people about it, is what I'm getting here. But, when it comes to relationships, like you run from relationships, or you're stuck in a past relationship, you usually get stuck. You only can go so far in relationships because you're dealing with some emotional issues here in reference to affection. Some of you could have been sexually abused when you were children. I'm just seeing this here. Okay, because we got the King of Cups in reverse and the Page of Cups in reverse. When these energies are like this could talk to sexual abuse, childhood sexual abuse. And with the Six of Swords energy in reverse, you could be stuck in that energy, or it could be, it's keeping you from being in successful relationships. You're very guarded with your emotions, okay? And some of you are having an issue letting that go with the Five of Cups in reverse energy here. You're trying to have a new outlook on life, but it's like every time you get into a relationship, something happens here. You go back and forth in your head about things, and you kind of get stuck. Okay? So again, it could be a childhood trauma that you experienced. I'm sorry that you had to go through that. For those of you that this resonates with. So yeah, we got the Death card here, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, the Seven of... Yeah, see, you couldn't defend yourself. Man. Yeah, your childhood ended when this happened to you. Like, your childhood as you know it ended for some of you when you went through this. And ever since then, you've been having bad luck. Unfortunate relationships, unfortunate situations where, you run into people who take advantage of you. Yeah. you run into people who may, who may take advantage of you, or you may be the person who takes advantage of others, like by emotional manipulation in some way, shape, or form. Or you lose interest really quickly with people. You have sex and then you move on because you're not able to establish an emotional connection with people due to what happened to you in your past. You have the Hierophant in reverse, the Hermit in reverse, the Three of Wands, the Five of Wands reverse, and the Knight of Swords reverse. Some of you, you participate in relationships that are not traditional, and it could be because of the abuse that you experienced. For example, some of you may be gay, or you're a part of the lesbian, the LGBT community due to what you've experienced here. So you may be in attracted to, or you may be fighting it. Like you may find yourself attracted to, like you could be a man finding yourself attracted to men and you don't know why, and you're trying to figure that out, and you're just really not sure why, and you're constantly fighting it, okay? But for some of you, you're comfortable with that, and you really want to, this is the lifestyle that you want, but maybe you're ashamed of it for whatever reason, or you're ashamed behind the reason why you may feel that way. Some of you want to keep it in the closet. You don't want people to know that you're attracted to members of the same sex, or there could be some type of sexual activity that you enjoy, like a fetish. There may be some of you who are attracted to children, and I really don't want to get into that, but I'll leave it at that. But I have to tell you what I'm seeing here, and you don't understand why. You're trying to figure it out, and it could be because you've been through some abusive situations as a child yourself, all right? And you've been trying to fight it, and nobody really knows about it. You've been trying to fight that, okay? And you've been keeping it on the hush hush what happened to you, and your desires, because you have to look at the fifth house. If you look at the fifth house and you understand what the fifth house is about, then you'll understand why I'm seeing these cards the way I'm seeing them here. Alright, so we'll just move on. So some of you could be being triggered at this time, is what I want to say, in reference to something that may have happened to you as a child. Or maybe, there could be some people out here who did some things to a child, and they're being triggered in reference to this energy. They're being triggered. And they're trying to control themselves. You guys, again, if this is not for you, it's not for you. I get it, but we're gonna move on. I'm just telling you what I saw on the first spread. I have to keep it 100 because there's all types of people out here. I'm not saying I agree with anything in reference to that type of thing, but I have to put it out here. So if any of you live in environments where you know that there are predators, sexual predators, and you have children, you just need to be alert, okay? Check your sexual predator alerts in the area. Check them out. Know who's in your area. Know who lives in your area, and just keep abreast and keep aware of what's going on in your community. All right, that I can definitely tell you that. Okay, because these energies that are coming up with this full moon, they're not pretty at all. Not for everybody. Now, the other spread I'm going to do for you here, we have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, okay? This represents Virgo energy. The Ten of Pentacles in reverse is energy of, this is either a family having to pay out money, okay? This could be a situation where someone is leaving a family. There's a divorce. There could be foreclosure. You could be having to sell your home. Okay, but this is something tangible here. So this is talking about something in the 3D realm. So this is either a home, selling, because it's the Ten of Pentacles, it could be a home. If it was the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, I would say maybe a car or some other material 3D possession. But this could be foreclosing on the home. This could be a divorce, a separation. Okay, so let's see what we got going on. This eclipse energy, lunar eclipses are all about, and it's a lunar eclipse in a full moon. So that's why I had to give the message that I gave a little while ago, because this is energies that people who are not, right, are going to be alive during this time. So it's very important that you protect your children. Also, with these energies for this particular solar eclipse, this lunar eclipse, and this full moon, the energies are just going to be heightened, period. I don't know if you've been watching the news, but I was doing some research on this particular energy here for this particular solar eclipse, or I keep saying solar eclipse, this full moon and this lunar eclipse. And this is one that brings out aggravation. It brings out the negative in people, the bad in people, you know. I don't know if you've been watching the news, but this is an energy that can bring about war, whether on a global scale or on a, you know, a local, you know, micro scale. You know, you could be somebody you don't get along with. Things could be heightened around this time, so you do want to be careful of that as well. But it's, like I said, it's not going to be pretty for everybody. You know, it's not that it might be good for some, but not for others. It could be the opposite. You know, we have dualities in life, okay? So you just want to be aware, all right? This is not to scare anybody, but this is just to put you, you know, just be responsible and be aware. So we have the Ten of Wands energy, the World, Major Arcana. We have the Nine of Cups reversed, the Nine of Pentacles, and then we have the Four of Pentacles, okay? So we have this Four of Pentacles here. Someone protecting themselves, being protective of their physical assets or their physical self, their physical well-being. That's the outcome here. Now, with the Ten of Wands here, somebody has reached the limit, okay? They've been working successfully. Well, they've been working really hard on something, putting a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into a situation here. And it could be this relationship, because we got two tens here, we got two nines. And the challenge here is wrapping up this cycle with the World card. The challenge is letting it go. So you've been fighting this for a really long time here with this Ten of Wands energy, okay? Where there's been some frustrations that somebody has been trying to hold back for a really long time. And this could be in the family. It doesn't necessarily have to be a husband and wife. This could be brother and sister, uncle and aunt. But it's a family dynamic here, okay? And this could be something that stemmed from childhood, because the fifth house deals with childhood age, okay? 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, you know, anybody under 21. So between the ages of like 10 and 21 is what you're looking at when you're looking at the fifth house as far as children are concerned. The age ranges. So there's someone who could be overindulging here, okay? There's somebody who could just be being greedy and obsessive, or someone who's just not happy with the situation, you know, and you have to look at the fact that, are you really happy? Is this really what you want? You're fighting and struggling for this marriage or this relationship, and it's like the challenge is you letting it go, because you know you a fighter, Leo. You fight to the end. I mean, the lion is not going to give up until the lion is dead. Like, we know that. If you watch you know, any channels with animals, the Animal Planet channel, you know, I love to watch it. But you know, the lions are the king of the jungle, and they will fight to the death. And in a way, you're the same way with your relationships. You will fight to the death until you just, you know, can't give anymore. And this is a situation where that's going on. It's like you've reached your limit with the Ten of Wands here. Okay, and again, this could be, it doesn't mean a relationship as in husband and wife. It could be, but it could be, you know, family dynamics between a mother and a daughter, a brother and a sister, an aunt and an uncle. You know, it doesn't matter. But there's a lot of tension here in the family here. And the challenge is bringing it to a close with the World card here. Now, your spirit guides, your guardian angels, and ancestors are wanting you to look at or embody or take into consideration this Nine of Cups in reverse energy. This is someone who, who's not happy. They're just not happy. And this stress and this aggravation could be being brought on because someone is just not happy with themselves. It could have been there, you know, something happened to them when they were a child, and as a result they just never been happy, and so there's just been a lot of confusion and stress in the family. But you know, as far as where your head is at right now, Leo, now this could be you, Leo, or someone that you're dealing with. Take the energy how it resonates, a general read. But as far as you are concerned, Leo, here with the Nine of Pentacles here, this is you focusing on your finances, focusing on being independent, you know, doing what it is you got to do. So for a lot of you, this is about a divorce. You getting out of a relationship. You've been putting in work and effort into this relationship. and it's just not working, and it's time for you to go. And so you're looking to protect your assets at this point, because things are coming to a head. You're getting tired. Your person could be getting tired. And as these energies approach, as far as the eclipse energies, eclipses are all about closing out relationships as well. Lunar eclipses are, okay? Closing out things that no longer serve you, moving things out of your life that don't serve you. And it's coupled with the full moon. Now, if you know anything about moon magic or moon rituals, you know the full moon is what you use to remove things that no longer serve you. So what I've been doing in the community posts is every time there's a new moon or full moon, I'll talk to you about the new moon energies or the full moon energies. And I'll be putting that post up once I'm done with your video, actually. Probably within the next 48 hours, I'll be putting that information up in the community tab about how to take advantage of the full moon energies that are coming on June 5th, which is next Friday. So you can write affirmations asking to remove, any negative emotions or negative feelings that no longer serve you, and you can write affirmations about that, and the energy is very potent for that, so you can remove that. Ask to remove that. All right, so let's see what else we got here. Okay, 10 of Pentacles reverse, Strength card, 9 of Wands reverse, 5 of Pentacles, and the 2 of Wands. So with the 10 of Pentacles in reverse and the Strength card here, somebody is walking away with their self-esteem, their self-pride. It's like, okay, we're going to let this go. I'm not going to be all, upset and frustrated about it. I'm going to handle this as an adult, but at the same time, I'm going to stand up for myself because I'm not doing this. But then with the 9 of Wands in reverse here, this is somebody who is not doing that. They're not standing up for themselves, and they want to come back. So this could be, the situation. You guys split up. Someone said, you know what, I had enough. Now the other person is like, they want you to unblock them and they want to come back. And so you could be at a point where you're deciding on if you're going to allow that, or this person is deciding on if they want to come back. Okay, but somebody is wanting to come back. Somebody's financial situation is going to get better, is what I'm getting from this situation. Somebody no longer has to feel on guard. They can let their guard down, is what I'm getting. Now that this relationship is over, they don't feel like they have to defend themselves anymore. They feel like they can relax to a certain extent. But, there's some confusion here. It's on and off here, because this is a card of protecting yourself and your assets. And this is a card of being open and not protecting yourself, not being guarded. And this is a card of standing up for yourself and not letting anybody take advantage of you, or, So this is your energy here for sure. But this 9 of Wands is what's throwing me off in reverse. So this could be you standing up to this person, and now this person is cowering down. Not cowering, but they're in a sense where they're like, okay, I'm willing to compromise. I realize what was going on, and I want to come back. And, you may be in the midst of decision like, I don't know. I have to think about it. That could have threw you off when this person said this, because they could be reaching out to you, wanting to reconnect with you. But, there's just a lot of fighting and arguing. You're like, no, I'm sorry. You messing around with a lot of people, or, this is too much stress. It's too much fighting and arguing. These two cards here make me nervous, because this could talk about actual physical fighting. And then the fact that we have someone here who needs to physically protect themselves. Okay, so some of you could have been in physical altercations. Okay, and you're trying to get out of the situation before that happens. Okay, because you may feel it coming. Like, there's a lot of tension here, is what I'm getting here with this 10 of Wands. There's a lot of tension. You could have already filed papers. Okay, a lot of you could have already be in court now, or you're filing court papers as a result. But this energy is building up. Okay, is what I'm getting here. It's building up. That was a lot, Leo. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to the extended. We're going to break these cards down. We're going to see where you're at here, what your options are. We're going to just look at how you're, what you're going to protect yourself, how you're going to protect yourself. If there's anything more we can suggest based on what the cards are saying, we'll do that, and then we'll get some advice. All right? So, Leo, let me know if this resonated with you in the comments. I do appreciate you guys. I love you guys for all of your support. I'll see you in the extended, which is in a link below. In the box below, or I will see you in the next reading. Peace out, Leo.